Oh, hello, Pac-Man. Long time no see.
Waka waka, waka,
Why has it been so long since we've hung out?
waka, waka waka waka.
Oh, yeah, I kinda remember now. Oh, look at the cute little ghost.
Waka 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 waka.
I don't understand what you're talking about, Pac-Man.
Waka 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 waka.
Oh, it's getting bigger. Help me, Pac-Man.
Good luck with that, CEAZOR. See you later, sucker.
Welcome to CEAZOR Snack Sandwich. Today we're on Phantom, taking a look at a WAKA swap. Now, WAKA swap's a pretty straightforward AMM, like a marketplace where you can swap things. Currently, there is $28 million in total value locked at this time. It's an exchange, right? So you can come here, you can swap this token for that token. You can decide which tokens you want to swap based on what's in the liquidity pools. So you can provide to the liquidity pools by, choosing two tokens. You just go add liquidity, choose the two tokens you want, and add them to the liquidity pairs. So in the future, there's going to be farms where you can stake your liquidity pool tokens and gain the WAKA token. And then you will be able to stake the WAKA token here when it's live for the trading fees of the WAKA swap protocol. So it's pretty straightforward. There's also this link to the bridge right here, which I've done a video on this and a nice article. If you don't know what this is, you can watch that video at the end of this video. So why am I talking about WAKA swap? I'm going to swing over to the Medium articles and talk about it in specific. There's a few things I would like to highlight. So here is the first article that came out a little while ago. I think it came out on here on April 29th. So it's been around for a little while. So let's go down to a few things. This one here. So it says, starting with the AMM WAKA swap, we also plan to support liquidity staking derivatives, lending and borrowing, yield generation, leverage products, NFTs, and much more. So they're going to try to build a whole suite of DeFi products, apparently, based on this. Okay, so going down, the next thing we will talk about is the WAKA token. So the WAKA token, every trade on the WAKA swap has a 0.3 transaction fee, like a trade fee, and 2% or 0.2% of that fee will be going to the liquidity providers, and the remaining 1/3 will go to the WAKA stakers. So the people who stake the WAKA token will gain 1/3 of all the fees on the protocol, which is pretty good. So down. And that's it for this article. They basically soft launched. So they launched and they opened their community, and they haven't dropped any of the WAKA tokens yet, and they haven't allowed any of the WAKA tokens to be farmed. And they built kind of a community and started asking the community for some feedback, and they got enough feedback that they could produce this improved release plan. So let's go down and talk about a few of these things here. So the snapshot will be reduced from 14 days to 9 days. So before they were going to do 14 days of snapshots of liquidity and drop the tokens to those people who provide liquidity. So now they've reduced this to 9 days. The first day is May 8th, and it's now May 10th. So I'm 2 days late on this. However, I've held my LPs for a little while already. So now it's going to go to May 17th. So snapshot. So the first three snapshots, the first 3 days are only these pools. So you can take a look at these. There's only, I think, this was the 8th and it's the 10th. So there's one more day of only these ones. And then after that, you can stake to any of these. I think this is pretty interesting. There's a few key points here on this paragraph that says, each LP has to be at least $100. So you can't put a $5 LP in there, and it's also going to be a percentage value of the entire total value locked, so to speak. So it doesn't matter if you have 15 wallets with 100, or you have 15,000 in one wallet. So, it doesn't matter where you put your money. If you put it all in different wallets or all in one wallet, it's going to be a percentage of the total value locked. So that will help to stop people from just producing a whole bunch of wallets and getting more than people who don't do that. So that pretty much covers it. So there's an airdrop, okay? So come in here and produce some of these LPs if you feel like this is something you would like to support. And you can get some airdrop tokens, and maybe after tomorrow you can decide to provide liquidity to these ones and get other airdrops, okay? So you consider this. Now the reason why I kind of support this more than the other, all the other AMMs that are popping up on Phantom is because of this here. So here we have Harry, and if you don't know who he is, he's a pretty big investor in Phantom, and if he would take the time to have this thread posted and produced and then post it, I would think that it's pretty backed, or he's at least backing it to some extent. I don't know what his involvement is in this, but there should be some sort of linkage to it. There's a whole bunch of mentionings of Atari in here, and as you can see at the end, there's a nice little clip here about Phantom and Atari, as you can see. So you can watch through this as well. So, and the actual one of the pools, where is it? Here. One of the pools, the main pools, is the Atari token. So I think there's a little bit of Atari action going on in here as well. So you can consider this and think about this, whether or not you think this is worth going for. The team is anonymous. We don't know exactly who the I wasn't able to find out who these devs are. However, if he's announcing it, maybe that adds some relevance to it and some sort of trustworthiness to this protocol. So you can consider whether or not you want to do it. You could always, provide liquidity now and decide more later or whatever, if you just want to get the airdrop. But maybe stick around and stake your WAKA tokens for the fees and see what happens. If they are going to produce all of these other products that I talked about, this yield aggregation and yield production, the leverage products, they will need an AMM, and they will obviously link to their AMM before they link to other AMMs for some sort of yield production and so forth. So consider that and think about it, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.